Let's have a look at a single column cash book sum. And in this sum, they have asked us to open out a single column cash book of Seshadri for May 2017. So in our notebook, first we are going to write out the title of the sum. So the title of the sum is Single Column Cash Book of Seshadri for May 2017. You can copy it from the question itself. Then starts with the format, date. The debit side is the receipt side. Then you have the ledger folio, amount and amount. And the credit side is the payment side, which is date, payments, ledger folio, amount and amount. Let's start with the first transaction. So the first transaction is cash in hand 40,000. Usually in a cash book, a single column or double column or a triple column cash book, the first transaction is going to be the balance of cash in hand. So what we got to do with this cash in hand is cash book usually shows a debit balance. So we are going to go to the debit side, that is the receipt side of the cash book, and we are going to post this as to balance brought down 40,000 in the outer column. Next we have is cash received from Swathi on May 5th for 4,000. So we are going to ask three basic questions for each and every transaction henceforth. First one is it a receipt or a payment? You are receiving, because cash received from Swathi, so it's going to be a receipt. Second question which you're going to ask is whether it's a cash transaction or a credit transaction. So is it a cash or a credit transaction? Yes, cash is being received. And remember, in cash book, it's only the cash transaction which will be recorded. So it is a cash transaction which is going to be recorded. Thirdly, for whom or for what you're going to record this transaction. So we have received from Swathi. So Swathi, from whom did we receive? So Swathi is going to be the account name which we are going to record in the cash book. So this transaction goes to the receipt side and to be recorded as to Swathi account 4,000 in the outer column. The next transaction on May 7th, paid wages in cash for 2,000. So the first question, cash or credit transaction, we are paying wages in cash. So it is a cash transaction. Next question is it a receipt or a payment? Paid wages, therefore we are paying the wages. Third question, for whom or for what? Here no name is given, but we are paying it for wages. So for wages is going to be the account name which we are going to record. So this one goes to the payment side as by wages account 2,000 in the outer column. Next on May 10th we have purchase goods from Sasikala for cash, that is 6,000. First question, cash or credit, it's a cash transaction. Second question, whether it's a receipt or a payment. When you purchase goods, you pay money, therefore it's a payment. And for whom or for what? Here we are purchasing goods. This is not a credit transaction where you're going to use a name, therefore it's going to be for purchases. So back to your sum. On the payment side for May 10th, it's going to be by purchases account 6,000. Next transaction on May 15th, sold goods for cash 9,000. So first thing, it's a cash transaction. Secondly, when you sell goods, you receive money, therefore receipt. Next, for whom or for what? We are receiving money for the sale of goods, therefore it is for sales account. So in our sum on the receipt side for May 15 to sales account, 9,000 is going to be recorded. Next transaction, purchase computer on May 18th for 15,000. First is we purchased a computer for cash. Next, when you purchase something, it is a payment. You pay money, therefore it's payment. And for what did we pay? We paid for the purchase of a computer. It's not goods, so therefore we're going to use computer. So back to our sum on the payment side for 18th May by computer account 15,000. Next transaction on May 22nd, cash paid to Sabapathi for 5,000. So this is a cash transaction. So first question is for cash. Secondly, it is payment. Why? Because we are paying cash to Sabapathi. So it's on the payment side. Next, for whom or for what? We paid money to Sabapathi. Therefore, to whom? For Sabapathi. So in our sum, we are going to go to the payment side and record it as 22nd May 2017 by Sabapathi account 5,000. Next transaction on May 28th, paid salary. So first, this is a cash transaction. We are paying through cash, and it goes to the payment side as we are paying salary. Next is for what we are paying a salary. Therefore, it's salary account. So in our sum, go to the payment side, 28/5/2017, by salary account 2500. Next transaction again is interest received. Therefore, we are receiving cash. So it's on the receipt side and it's a cash transaction, and we are receiving interest. Therefore, interest received account we are going to use. So in our book on the receipt side, May 30, to interest received, 500 rupees to be recorded. So we've come to the end of all the transactions we have recorded. So now draw the grand total, leaving out 2 to 3 lines, and the debit side total we get it as 53,500, and on the credit side we get 30,500. So we are going to take the greatest total and put it as a grand total. So 53,500 goes on both the sides in the same line in the grand total. Next, we are going to find the balance carried down, which falls on the least side. So the least side is our credit side, that is our payment side. So write it as 31st May, the last date of the month, by balance carried down. And how do we get the 23,000? Is subtracting the 53,500 from 30,500, we get 23,000. With this, it doesn't get over. We have to bring the carry down to the opposite side as brought down for the next month. Therefore, for June, to balance brought down, the same amount what you have written for carry down also comes down here as 23,000.